Martin, thank you so much for agreeing to take part in that. And thank you so much for everything you do for Taiwan. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you for the invitation for this interview.
Recently there have been some protests in New York City, and right now there is like the UN General Assembly time, and Taiwanese people have been protesting and asking the UN General Assembly to let Taiwan in. What is your opinion on Taiwan's participation in international organizations?
I keep a long time saying that Taiwan should be a normal member of international organizations. I think it's a developed country with a big economy, with a political, democratic system. So I think there is no reason that Taiwan shouldn't be out of these organizations.
Yeah, and they have that slogan that no one should be left behind.
Exactly.
And they're just letting 23 million Taiwanese people behind, and that's very unfair. And you know that recent developments between Taiwan and Czech Republic are very promising. Where do you see the main areas of cooperation between the two countries?
Everybody talks about economy, about chips production, about high tech, about education. But I, as a vice chairman of Security Committee, see also a big possibility to learn from Taiwan in security things, and I think we can learn from Taiwan how they cope with Chinese influence operations, with disinformation campaigns, etc. So I think this is the field where we can learn and cooperate as well.
Czech Republic is probably facing more of Russia's operation against it, and Taiwan is facing more PRC, People's Republic of China's operation. Do you think there are any similarities between what Russia does here in Europe and what China does against Taiwan?
Of course, I think it's formally these are both communist systems and authoritarian systems. So I think their tools how to operate there are very similar. And their interests are very similar as well, just to get these small countries around under their ruling and under their totalitarian system, in fact.
Do you think that Russia's invasion in Ukraine impacted Taiwan-Czech Republic relationships?
Not really the relationships. I think it just showed how it could be in case that China attacks Taiwan, and it is very important that the world will show the same support to Taiwan as it showed to Ukraine, and I'm sure that China is very carefully watching what is happening here in Europe on Ukraine, and they will of course also learn the lessons, and we will show them that if the support of Ukraine is very weak and Russia can get some benefits from their aggression, China would be more open to attack Taiwan. If we as a world democratic group of countries, democratic community, show that we do not allow to get some benefits from such aggressions, from such aggressive behavior, I think China will learn, and it will be a clear message to China as well.
Seeing Czech Republic and Taiwan developing relations probably doesn't make China very happy. Do you have any experience of Chinese government interfering with Czech and Taiwan relations?
We faced the situation that we had the president openly behaving in favor of China and Russia, Mr. Zeman, and I think hopefully these times are over. And I personally didn't face any interference from China, and I am openly talking about our good relationships and support of Taiwan. So I didn't face it, and I think it's with this government which we are having now, it's over, and I think we don't care what is China saying.
Good to hear that. And where do you see the future between Czech Republic and Taiwan?
I think the relationships are so good that it hardly can be better. We just can more and more develop the fields of cooperation, as I said, economy, education, security, of course, military cooperation, and of course Taiwan is very advanced and economy with a lot of high-tech products, and I think it is very important for us to share this experience. And I think that if Taiwan is in danger of some attack from China, I think it's also in their interest to share their know-how and to move some part of their production to Europe. And I would be very happy if Czech Republic would be one of the countries where they have their basement for their factories and cooperation in research and development and so on.
That's also a part of diversifying the supply chain of very crucial products.
Exactly.
You have been very supportive of Taiwan's democracy, and Czech Republic and Taiwan actually having pretty similar historical experiences. Like both were ruled by authoritarian governments before both countries democratized at approximately the same time. I know that you haven't been to Taiwan yet, but I hope that you visit this beautiful country one day. Do you have anything to say to the Taiwanese viewers?
I would like to say that we are close friends, and we are here to support you, because we as a small nation by the big emperor understand your situation. We remember well, I was born in 1963, so we remember well the Russian aggression in 1968, and we know how it moved the democratic development back to totalitarian. So we are here, we are supporting you politically, and I'm looking forward for further cooperation in the fields I talked about.
And the last question is probably like the most lighthearted one. Do you have any recommendations as a Czech person to the Taiwanese people who want to visit? What should they see and where should they go? What should they eat in Czechia?
Most people go just to Prague, and I think it's a pity, because there are many small, beautiful historical cities in Czech Republic, and above all, we have very beautiful nature around, and I think it's also worth it to go to the countryside and to spend some days in Czech nature, either on bicycle, either by skiing, either just walking through, but I think it's something which should be seen.
Personally, I really like Poland-Czech border. We call it Śnieżka, like the mountain. And
Krkonoše mountains.
Yeah, and the scenery is like extremely beautiful. They have very good beer over there. Thank you so much. Thank you. And hope to see you in Taiwan one day.
Thank you very much for your invitation for interview.
Thanks a lot.